This monster literally won the game by himself. Alright, check this out. Recharge. He's dead because no stamina to do anything. And then he's dead because no stamina to do anything. And then all I have to do is recharge and Nor would die. Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new monster who is currently available in the maze, Lindworm. This is by far one of the best monsters we've ever seen. Huge shout outs to SocialPoint for giving me all of the cells I need to rank this monster up to rank 5, giving me the monster itself, the food to feed, and any gems I use will be reimbursed for the purpose of this video. So with that being said, let's get on to our exclusive first look. Let's start by hatching this monster. And let's see, he's our very first Dark Cosmic, by the way, our very first. And the ult is a little lackluster, but the monster itself, he is definitely not lackluster. So let's start off with the stats. His power and his life stat, they're nothing too amazing. They're some of the lowest in the game. The life stat, I recall that being actually the lowest, or tied for the lowest. His speed stat though, that is what's important about this monster. He is officially the second fastest monster in the game. He's only slower than Ignis, the previous team race monster. So incredibly fast monster. And the good thing about that is that there's two ways to essentially ruin this monster. You run him with 3 speed or you run him with team speed. And if your attacker also has team speed, you know this monster is always going to go before the attacker. So then you can set up combos around that. With that being said, let's talk trait. Unranked, he has the hardened trait, so 20% of the time he's not getting hit with negative effects. In my personal opinion, this is one of the best traits to have because it's just an umbrella trait, and it's 20% chance to not get hit with any deny, with any torture, with any just negative effect, any blind, any daze, anything at all. So it's a great trait to have unranked. I kind of feel like every monster should have it, just so the enemy can't always rely on a guaranteed stun, a guaranteed possession, and whatnot. With that being said, at rank 1 you get cooldown immunity, which is nice because cooldown activation has been one of the stronger metas in the game. You know, SocialPoint hasn't really been focusing on your stun, your freeze, your possession, although they are releasing a lot of monsters with immunity to deny. But now we finally have a cooldown immunity monster, so that's incredible. If you get hit with CDA, you can use all of your skill set, and it's not even a status caster, it is a permanent cooldown immunity. And at rank 3 you get a self-status caster possession immunity, so you can't get possessed or corrupted, which right now in the cosmic monsters, the first monster that comes to mind is BLACKFEATHER. If you're battling a BLACKFEATHER, you know, he does his AoE possession, you can't get possessed, and then you're allowed to respawn, you're allowed to do something, so that's amazing. Alright, with that being said, let's level up this monster and let's see what he has. Alright, so we're just gonna click and hold once again. Yes, you can easily feed a monster just by clicking and hold. And if you want to stop the change skills, the new skills from popping up, if you click on the top right hand corner of the gears icon of the game, there's an option, I think it's more options, and then there's an option for you to ignore pop-up skills if you want to. There's also a way to ignore friendly battles if you want to. Alright, with that being said, here we have Lindworm at level 100, and let me just tell you right now, this video is going to be rather long because I'm gonna go through all of his skill sets, all of the synergies, everything you can do with this monster because he is quite incredible. And I'm gonna talk about him from the mindset of he's at rank 3 because in my personal opinion, I can just tell you, of all the cosmics I've seen right now, this is one worth ranking up. Bombeta is definitely worth ranking up because of status caster Megataunt, but this is another monster because of the skill set, because of how versatile. You should definitely invest your Stardust in this monster. Even if future cosmics get released, this is by far going to be one of the main players in the game. I can already call it just because of his relic slots. You know, we can talk relics right now. He can revive, that's right. If this monster dies, he is coming back to life with the revival essence, and then with the staff. You know, Cane of Atlantis, one of the main metas is stamina draining. I mean, heck, the relics himself can 100% stamina drain you, so being able to counter stamina drain, being able to be immune to CDA, having a possession immunity, phenomenal monster. With that being said, so those are the relic slots, best ones to put on this monster. We're going to talk skills, and like I said, we're going to go a while through this. So we have Time Curse, deals moderate dark damage, applies curse. It's a basic skill, nothing too crazy. You don't really need 0 cooldown with this monster since he is immune to cooldown activation. So the only way to actually activate his cooldowns is by getting a Tabora, for example, to trade disable, and then get another monster to CDA. Alright, Countdown. Deals low special damage to an enemy, applies a 3-turn death countdown. I'm not the biggest fan of Countdown. 0 stamina, 0 cooldown, so it is a skill you can do whenever. Like I said, you can give this monster Cane of Atlantis. You don't necessarily need to worry about stamina. The only argument to running this skill is if you were to phase an extra turner, you know, by giving them cooldown, you're only giving them 3 turns to attack you, and if they don't defeat you, they'll die. But yeah, not a biggest fan of cooldown. The other argument to doing this skill is if you have a team of not necessarily countdown, but you have an AoE cooldown, an AoE countdown. If you have a team of 3 deniers, and you could make it work with Lindworm, and you're just stopping them from attacking, maybe one turn you AoE stun, the next turn you AoE freeze, or you AoE possess, or you know, you have Tabora and you trade disable, and then you deny, and then you cleanse, and then you deny again, like you chain deny, then you could probably just wither down the enemy with countdown. But I'm not the biggest fan of that mechanic. I'd rather you do an attacker and just win in 1 or 2 turns. We have Era Traveler, activates all cooldowns on one enemy. This is great because you are single targeting, you're activating cooldowns. You know, a lot of time the game withers down to 3 versus 2, then 3 versus 1. So you just sometimes, instead of doing an AoE, you just focus on a single enemy monster and you immobilize. For example, if you're running this monster speed, and you need a CDA, you CDA, if there's an enemy Megaton monster, you CDA that monster. I mentioned he's the 2nd fastest monster in the game, so if it's this monster versus the Kodama, for example, and there's no Megaton monster, you're gonna go first, assuming all things equal. You'll go first, CDA Kodama, and then you prevented Kodama from activating cooldown on your team, and then you're able to do the rest. So great skill in my opinion. We have Reverts Events, deactivates all cooldowns of one ally, removes all negative effects from one ally. This is great for so many reasons. There's various ways to do this. The easiest way to do this is if this monster is a team speed holder and your main denier went and denied. Let's say you have Blackfeather. Blackfeather does AoE possession, possesses the enemy monsters. They're all possessed, they attack themselves. Your Ignis goes next, your Tabora goes next. Any monster with a cleansing skill, if they go and they cleanse the immunity to possession from the enemy team, then you can go with Lindworm and deactivate the cooldown on your Blackfeather again and do AoE possession yet again. So it's a way to keep chain denying. You can do this skill on yourself to do your best skill again, or you can do this skill if you got hit with CDA. Let's say you're facing a Siamese. Siamese does her Spectacle Start skill, activates cooldown on your whole team. Then because you yourself at rank 1 are immune to cooldown because you're immune to cooldown activation, your next ally in the turn order, you can deactivate its cooldown, and then your monster is able to attack again. It's almost like it never got hit with CDA. So that's one way to go about it. So these 2 skills, Era Traveler and Event, definitely worth using, and they work out. Sequence Bender, in my personal opinion, the best skill Lindworm has, and the reason this monster is phenomenal. It's a simple turn transfer, but that is so powerful. For one, you can't get hit with CDA. So even if you have Lindworm and you're slower than the enemy Kodama, if you're slower than the enemy Siamese, if you're slower than Glamhead, it doesn't matter. You can turn transfer to whoever you need to. Even if they hit you with CDA, you can do this skill and turn transfer to whoever you need to. And you can turn transfer for yourself if you wanted to as well. So Sequence Bender is nice because this essentially means, because this monster is the 2nd fastest in the game, you can run team speed and you just turn transfer over to whatever monster you want, and they get a guaranteed turn in. So if, for example, you have Lindworm, a Megaton monster, and then a slow denier that you actually want to deny, but you invested better runes on this monster, then Lindworm can turn transfer to that denier, and even if the enemy monster has a Hardy, a Miseris, whatever anticipation monster, especially like Hardy is, I say this all the time, Hardy is not really a threat. Hardy goes, he has to attack your Megaton monster, you turn transferred over to your slow denier that was running all team speed, and now your denier is able to deny whatever it is, right? If you have to counter specific immunity to stun, possession, freeze on the enemy side, you can do that. So that works out because with Sequence Bender, this monster can be 3 speed, but at the same time, you can be team speed. So for example, let's say you have Lindworm and an attacker and a main denier. So I'm gonna use Siamese. Siamese does CDA, I immobilize the team. My attacker does a setup skill. Maybe it's double damage, maybe it's triple damage, maybe it's heist and I applied fire weakness to the enemy. Then Lindworm goes and then turn transfers again to your attacker. So like if I want to, like I can do heist 3 strength, I can do Lindworm all team speed, I can do a main denier 3 speed, and then the way the turn order would be is my denier, then Lindworm, then my attacker. So Lindworm does the Sequence Bender on my attacker, now he's getting 2 turns in, heist does fire weakness and then a fire based AoE, and so there's just a lot of synergy around this. Now, I don't really advocate for 3 strength runes on an attacker, but it's possible. You know what I do see on defense is probably a lot of Vanoss Megaton bases with Lindworm, and then it's because he has the Pierce mechanic that's going to be so annoying, the fact that Lindworm can turn transfer into him and then just blast you with a Vanoss that is slow, but thanks to the turn transfer is fast. So whether it's team speed or speed, Sequence Bender must have skill, probably your best skill. Another skill you have is Time Scourge, applies 3 turn death countdown to all enemies, applies space time and evasion. Oh, space time is only 1 turn. I thought it was going to be 2 turns. So yeah, this skill does not make sense to me. Why do you get space time and evasion? They essentially do the same thing, except evasion is 10 times better because evasion blocks everything, whereas space time only blocks damage output. So with space time, you'd still get hit with dots, you still get hit with deny, but with evasion, it blocks everything. Again, I think it's mostly to keep in with that like space-time lord kind of thing, so that's why they gave him space-time. I really think they should just buff space-time and make it an evasion. And with that being said, here is the 3-turn death count into all enemies, so it could work in a specific situation, right? It could work. The cool thing about this skill is that you can protect yourself, so it's not as powerful as like a sun protection from the enemy Lonrad, of course, but it is a way to protect yourself. And keep in mind, he has a revival essence, so even if this doesn't protect him, if he dies, he comes back to life. So there's ways to make it work. Greater times curse deals moderate dark damage to one enemy, applies curse, and removes positive effects. It's always nice to have a single cleansing skill on your side. It's always nice. If Lindworm is the fastest, you know, and you're battling a Megataunt monster, you can just do greater times curse and get rid of the Megataunts. So it's a nice skill to have, although I feel like I'd rather turn transfer to the attacker, turn transfer to a monster that can remove positive effects, so you have a lot of variability. And then we have Age Oversee, which deals low dark damage to all enemies, applies curse to all enemies, and transforms all enemies into babies. The baby reversion skill. So this is like a second type of deny skill. This is a good reason to run this monster as a team speed. So after your main denier goes and denies, maybe you apply some dots with your attacker because you don't have a strong attacker. And then this monster goes and applies baby and curse. So this monster opens up so many doors, so many possibilities to win with different ways. You don't need a strong attacker. You don't need level 10 strength runes on your attacker. You can win with a lot of dots. You can win with denial and baby reversion and turn transferring. Like, there's so much. So here, let me give you the must-have skills. Sequence Bender for sure. Age Oversee for sure. I really like single cooldown activation, and events is good, but I think you can do without them. I would advocate for the single positive effect removal. Greater times curse. Let me replace this one right here. Greater times curse. And then I like single CDA. A lot of players like cooldown deactivation. That's good. The removing negative effects is also good, especially if you don't have a cleanser monster on your side. Definitely run events to cleanse. But I'm going to do this because I like immobilizing. These two are your must-haves, I would say. Sequence Bender and Age Oversee. And then these two, it's going to vary player to player. Some players are going to like the space time. I don't think you need the space time evasion skill. I think you have a lot more in your arsenal. Some players are going to run events, like I said, because they like that. And what is this one? You don't need this, you don't need this. So it's going to be between these three skills: events, greater times curse, and Era Traveler. So I'm going to stick with this skill set for now. And I already mentioned, in terms of runes, different ways to run them. If you're free to play, then you're probably not going to want to go all speed because the enemy is going to outspeed you. But what you're going to want to do is team speed. So I'll find my team speed. I don't know who has my team speed, but I'll make sure to give him team speed. But for now, he's either going to be 3 speed or team speed. It really depends on what you have. So I will use him at level 100 for now, just so I can showcase that even as a team speed holder, he can kick some serious butt. Alright, so I found my team speed, but because he is actually level 100 and I'm in a pretty high league, I'm going to give him a single speed just so he's faster. But obviously, it's going to depend on what league you're in, and typically if monsters have the same level runes as you, you'll be fine. And what I'm actually going to bring is not even an attacker, but a Megataunt monster on Dana for team speed, just to help me go a little faster. And let's see what this level 100 monster can do in PvP as a team speed holder. I am allowed to do these battles, but I'm not allowed to win because it would be totally unfair to win with a monster that was given to me for the sole purpose of an exclusive first look. With that being said, Siamis goes first, activates cooldowns. Again, if I was rank 1 and she activated cooldowns, doesn't matter. I could deactivate cooldowns. That wouldn't stop me or anything. My Ondana goes next in the turn order. I will do Splatter. So this will typically happen if you're running a team speed level 100 monster, right? You probably have other monsters that are stronger and faster. So there's my Ondana doing her thing. I will do Raw Drowning. Awesome. And then I got hit with CDA, so this is where having Lindworm and the deactivation skill really could come in handy. I'll just recharge there because that's all I can do. We'll speed this up. There's single target attack. There's another single target attack. I'm probably going to get blasted with the AoE. And, oh, next round. Running next round. Alright. The brightest villain. Alright, I got all these dots on me. It is my turn. It is my time to shine. There's that Cane of Atlantis, which helps Ondana recover some stamina. And then I can turn transfer. I can do the curse and baby to all enemies. I can do the single skill to remove the taunts. I can do Era Traveler, which activates cooldown. So it's pretty much up to me. I think what I want to do is I want to do the baby reversion. So applies curse to all enemies, transforms all enemies into babies. Just because I want to showcase this. So Age Oversee, curse, and cannot target baby. Now here's the thing about using the baby reversion skill. When the enemy monster is a baby, like these two right here, I can't attack them right now. See, I can't target them. The only monster I can target is Siamis. So you have to be careful with that mechanic. You have to be careful with how you go about it. I think one of the best ways to use this monster is probably give him 3 speed, going back to the 3 speed build, have him go first, have him turn him into baby, apply curse, and then your allies, they're all team speed holders. You want them to be slow, you want them to be last. That way you can just, they can transform into adults and you can put dots on them, and then you just turn transfer into whoever you need to. So since I can only attack one, watch, even AoE skills, just to showcase, it doesn't attack the baby monsters because they literally can't be targeted. For this, here's the cool thing, that because these two are babies, they can't attack me. So I'm protected for another turn. I'll do Blinding Punch. So now I know they can't kill me. This is also a way to stop Megaton monsters, right? And the curse took away 10% of the HP. Next turn is going to take away more HP. Now that they're adults, I can activate cooldowns on whoever I perceive to be the biggest threat. I can cleanse. This monster has baby reversion, blocked regen, stamina regen. So I can just remove that if I want to and reinstate the curse. I don't want to do that. I think I want to churn transfer to my Ondana, so Ondana can get 2 turns. Oh! Okay, SocialPoint needs to fix this. Your Megaton should not absorb your churn transfer, because that's what happened right now. But I guess here I'll just apply curse. I'll do Selfish Splatter. And then I will do Bite on... Let me just hit you. Alright, and then let's see. So now you're dead, so I miss. Yeah, so I should not be absorbing that. There is... Look, then the Stamina Drain takes away some HP. Watch, I want them to kill me now. I hope they kill me and they don't die. And my Cannon Balance is kicked in. I can activate cooldowns. I can remove negative effects. Let me activate cooldowns on Nor. And then Nor dies. And then... Okay, let me exit out. I figured I was going to win that one. So, yeah, that's the important thing, okay, guys? This was a level 100, and you saw the baby reversion in effect, just a bunch of dots. I didn't even have an attacker. That is amazing. And this also lets us know that Manipulate is going to be the next maze monster. Super excited about him. He's either going to be metal. Yeah, he's probably going to be metal. Maybe thunder, but I think definitely metal. I don't think we've had a metal. I can't think of a metal cosmic. And with that being said, guys, I just showcased a level 100 and dots, not even using any sort of attacks or anything. It's just a team with a level 100, using him as team speed and all that. Alright, what I want to do now is I want to see how well this works. I'm going to give him 3 speed. I'm going to have him go first, rely on baby reversion, maybe cooldown deactivation, we'll see. So then you will be my team speed holder. You'll help me go first in the turn order, and let's see how well I can pull this off. I think I'm good. Change, let me see what I can do. Cane of Atlantis is fine, yeah. So what I like about this, running with Ondana, is that I can take on bases that have Megatons by turn transferring. So dataless, and you're definitely going to run into those a lot. So, Lonrad goes first, does some protection, that's fine by me. See, I could, if I do... I guess, you know what I'll showcase? No, that's a waste. So what I'll do is, let me see, Sequence Bender, I'm going to go... See, I can single cleanse if I need to. But what do I want to do? What's the best approach? Turn transfer or just single cleanse? Single cleanse or turn transfer. Let me think. Aero Traveler CDA. Let's just go, because who has my Pump Seed Staff? You have Pump Seed Staff. Okay, so here's where the single removal comes in handy. Bye-bye Megatons. Alright, you're also cursed. I got Stamina Drained. And then we'll do Raw Drowning, which will 100% Stamina Drain Cyber thanks to my double relics kicking in. There we go. And then basically can't attack me, has to recharge. With this monster, I will go ahead and do... he's going to cleanse. That's what's going to happen. But I will go ahead and do the brightest villain anyway to Sunburn. So it's just winning with dots, essentially. Oh, no, he's single targeted. That's perfect for me. Morg's Armor. So you can see all the dots on the enemy, right? Curse, Drown, Curse, or Sunburn, and Curse, Drown. Now I will do the Aero Traveler. Let me think about this. I'm going to activate cooldowns. I'm going to activate cooldowns on Lonrad, so I don't want him to be able to res. I will do the Water Swirl skill to Stamina Drain yet again. So just taking complete dominance of the enemy team. There we go. So Megatons and just this monster is going to be great combos, especially for the free-to-play community. I think you can pull off some amazing things. But of course, you have to watch out for enemy Lindworm Vanoss teams and just Lindworm anyone teams at that. Let me apply some Sunburn to Lonrad. Alright, now I can, look, I can transform them all into babies, or I could also turn transfer if I needed to, but I will do the baby curse. There we go. Oh, look at little baby Lonrad. Alright, so he is hit with all of that. I can do splatter. What do I have next turn? Bite. Alright, let me do splatter on you. Since I can target you, let me do bite on you. So I'm going to take a hit from you, but that's fine. Alright, he is a baby. Alright, I'm going to get attacked. Games. Oh, look, I died. But what happens when I die? I come back to life. so you can't take me down. Alright, and of course, if I didn't have Bomb Beta, if I had like an Ignis, someone to cleanse, that works out. I'm going to do Warming Light, Shine of the Bulb. Let's go. Let's get the Megaton back in. Alright, Can of Atlantis kicks in. Again, never having to worry about stamina. Era Traveler, again, I can CDA. Lonrad, I don't know what you can do, so I'm going to CDA you, so you can't do anything. There we go. And then just complete dominance. This is a level 100 Lindworm, guys. Level 100. Why are the worm monsters so powerful? Wormlad, Lindworm, so powerful. Who do I turn transfer into? Myself for fun? I mean, at this point, like, I don't even need to transform them back into a baby. Let's give a turn to... Do they have Sunburn? They still have Sunburn. Let's go to... Oh my gosh. I hate that you absorb it. Let's do Blinding Punch. Let's hit Cyberel. So Cyberel will probably die with all the dots. He dies with all the dots as well. He comes back. And look at this. Literally just having Megatons and then Lindworm is like... it's so powerful. Alright, we'll do another battle. Yeah, I think the skill set I have on him is definitely... I think the best is the one that shines the most. But not everyone has Megaton, not anyone has Ondana, but it doesn't have to be Ondana, it can be anything. You know what, I want to take the time to, so from Aaron Rodriguez, they wanted me to use a team of Psymiss, Lindworm, and Cawthor all strength. So we'll see if I can pull it off, since my Cawthor already has all strength. We'll see if I can pull off this combo. And then we'll go on to ranking up this monster and using this monster in other areas. So let me make sure I have the skills. Friends are Strength, Bloody Consumption. I might not do this in PvP because I don't think I can pull it off. But here, we'll do Friends are Strength. And we'll do a Team Speed. Especially, maybe once I rank them up, I can do this. But, yeah, so I think we'll come back to this as a Team Speed holder. Let's say you don't have a Megaton monster. Let's do Ignis, right? Or no, let's do Ignis and Megaton, since these monsters are all free to play. And we'll give them Team Speed. So this is where the cleansing comes in, right? This is where the cleansing capabilities comes in. Alright, we'll do that. And of course, if you're faster, you can probably rock this out a lot better. Let's just give you anything. Let's give you Eotron's Mask. Alright, I don't really have a win condition here, so we'll just kind of see how this plays out. Let's just get Revenge on anyone. And yes, I am sure. I am ready. Alright, let's see. Cyberel, Miseris, Cawthor. Yeah, this is easy enough. Alright, so... Alright, Cyberel goes first. Let's see what Cyberel does. Let's speed that up. Perfect system. Ooh, I survived. Good. Alright, Lindworm. Let's see. Cleansing would be nice here to get rid of Nanovirus if I wanted it. But with this monster, here is an example where I can just turn everyone to a baby and it works out. So let's go Baby Reversion. Everyone is a baby. Everyone has Curse. I can use this time to set up. So let me go ahead and... let me actually buff Unholy Smite, Consume Virtue. Let me do Reborn Through Hate. And let me set up... So see, I can't target anyone. So the only thing I can do here is a self-skill. So I'll do Warming Light. They all transform back into adults. Back to an adult. Back to an adult. And back to an adult. I'm going to activate cooldowns on Cyberel because she scares me. I'm going to set up. I'm going to remove the Baby Reversion. I'm going to do Brightest Villain. Alright, they're all hit with Sunburn. They're going to attack me again. Games, because I activated the cooldown. See, the cooldown activation definitely comes in handy. I can turn them back into a baby. Because I have Baby Reversion, it will oh wait, no, I was thinking I reran the cooldown activation skill, which I don't have. In this case, let's see what to do. Let's just go ahead and turn transfer. I forget Megaton, annoying. So I'll just Blinding Punch, hit a bunch of dots on Miseris. Alright, let's see, Monster Ingestion, ooh, AoE, but of course, the cool thing about Lindworm is he has Revival, so he can come back to life. Man, this is the first, I think, exclusive first look where I've used a level 100 monster, and I've been so darn impressed that he actually works out just with your teammates. Yeah, he's great. Resurrected Cyberel, of course that's going to happen. I can only remove and cleanse, so I would do that. I can do... You have evasion, so I really can't do anything to you. I think in this case, like, look, I need to protect my... Wait, I still have... Yeah, I need to protect my allies, so I'm sorry, I'm going to give you up, buddy. I'm going to do Megaton, so Cyberel, you have to attack me now. So I'm... Oh, I thought I was going to sacrifice. So see, even just turn transferring saved my team, and then I apply Sunburn to the enemy. Unholy Smite, I can make sure they die. We'll kill Miseris. Cawthor has dots, he's dead. And look, I was able to make a comeback thanks to this monster. Look, transform into a baby. Age Oversee. And there we go. I pulled off a victory. What in the world? This fantastic monster. He is so good. Alright, we're just going to rank him up now. We're going to use this monster again. He is one monster I 100% recommend investing everything you have into him. He's going to be a great monster for sure. Like, hands down, he is going to be used a lot. Alright, let's rank him up. So, speed up, yes. And go to feed. Wait, I don't want to feed. No! Alright, we might as well. So, let's go ahead and feed him. And then, I just don't like this because then I got to keep going back and forth. Yes, go beyond level 110. Rank up. And breakout, rank up. And speed up, yes. Exit out, rank up. And I remember from a lot of the comments that I saw when I asked how many free-to-play players have Stardust, I saw a lot of you having over 1,000. So I think maybe you can take this monster to rank 3 with all the cells you get from the maze, plus using Stardust. I don't know, you need 1,900 to get this monster to rank 3. But yeah, you definitely want that possession immunity because it'll definitely come in handy. So we're going to be showcasing this monster without any Megatons, but I think him and Megaton is going to be the main way to play. It's going to be one of the most useful. Again, he's the second fastest monster, so much you can pull off. Let's try removing the single positive effect removal, and let's kind of play around with events. Let's see events where it actually comes in handy. Let's go back to PvP. So there he is. Again, shout out to Aaron Rodriguez who wanted me to try out this combo right here, using Siamis, using Cawthor, and then this is going to be team speed. So the whole idea here is that Lindworm is going to go second. I'm going to churn transfer. Oh, it might not actually work out. Let me see. No, it'll work out. So let me give him another team speed. And I don't have team speed. Let me change. On Dana, I need to borrow that real quick. So yeah, I apologize guys, super long video, but for a super strong, awesome, amazing monster, there's a lot to showcase with them. So let's do Cawthor, and then let's do this. So this is just a fun little request. So here we go. And we have Siamis going first to 9, and then my Time Lord gonna just support, and we will battle. Alright, so loading battle. Let's see who we're fighting. Oh, cool, and we're taking on some strong monsters. Let's click fight. I would have loved a regular battle. So just CDA. Boom, everyone is hit with cooldowns. Alright, we'll speed this up. Alright, Bolt Strike. Oh no, I died. Basically, the combo was I was supposed to do the skill where I kill an ally, I resurrect. I'll showcase it again. But okay, it is what it is. What I'm going to do here is I don't want this monster to do his... I don't want him to do his skill. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just Age over C to transform everyone into a baby. Now they have Bleed, now they have Curse. Oh, he didn't get transformed, that's fine. I can cleanse that away. So there's the cleansing in effect. Alright, they have Curse and Bleeding, Curse and Bleeding. I can go ahead and do, let's see, deactivate cooldowns. So I can deactivate cooldowns to, once again, use the best skill in my arsenal, which is the start skill. So cooldown activation again, and bleeding. So he has to do armored form, and then they're going to die next turn. Yeah, Bolt Strike, that's fine. You can kill me, I'll come back. Recharge, I can do Era Traveler, I can do Sequence Bender to turn transfer. I am going to do, let's see, CDA. Let's do Sequence Bender. Let's get rid of the Megaton. It's funny that I can keep cleansing it. Yeah, I've been battling Solar Flare. He really hasn't been much of a threat. So, there you go, taking down, even though I basically won with 2 monsters, right? I didn't even use Cawthor. I basically beat these 150, who was it, Vanos, Dana, Solar Flare, with 2 monsters. It's insane. So yeah, as a team speed holder, just being able to turn transfer, that's pretty good. We are gonna try the combo again. I don't know how well it works. This is why 3 attackers sometimes doesn't... A 3 strength attacker sometimes does not work out. Oh, here's Kodama being faster and being first. Alright, this is one where, see, it was blocked, where me going first would have been better. Alright, ooh, damage immune to control and regen. What is the best thing to do in this case? I am going to do... I can turn them all into babies, but I don't know how much that helps. And I don't want to do... Oh, you know what? I'm curious. Oh no, Hardy's going to go next in the turn order. So I don't want to turn transfer. Here, let me just do this so I can do CDA again. Alright, so now I can do starts. There we go. Alright, activated cooldowns, recharge. Careless Laceration. Doesn't matter who to attack. Let's go after Hardy. Alright, recharge. I'm going to transform them all into babies or Era. Let's do... I already activated CDA. I don't want to turn transfer. How do I want to approach this? Era Traveler. Let's do single CDA. Alright, let's go and do Show Must Go On. Let's do that on you. Let's go double show on... oh, I should have maybe done you. Let's activate your cooldowns. Alright, Punch of the Shark King, miss, thanks to that Daze. Bloody Consumption, Careless Laceration, there we go. Alright, Age Oversee. Alright, now it's time to turn them all into babies and give them Curse. So, didn't land on you, Noxious Demons. Double show, let's see if we can hit it. Nope, miss. Alright, let's activate CDA. Okay, so even the negative effect removal comes in handy, so now the Daze is gone. Shadow Shield is fine, activate cooldowns again. And what are these? Are these 150, 150, 137? Alright, let's go ahead and finish you off. Alright, oh, it's missed! Shining Darkness! All those dots on me, yikes! Double show, let's try to hit Kodama. Alright, so like I said, if I die, I come back, I don't mind. Should I turn transfer Era Traveler? Let's just activate CDA. Best show on Earth, show must go on, let's do that on Rotten. Alright, so I get Monster Ingestion, let's go with the AoE. Alright, well, there we go, another successful victory. Died, but came back to life. Alright, cool. So again, fantastic monster. There's no way around it. So I still want to showcase the combo Aaron wanted me to do, so I guess I'll do it in adventure map real quick. I don't want to deal with all these monsters though, so we'll just go to our typical adventure map. So the strategy, but again, it's hard to pull off a 3 strength team because they're just slow and they can die. So you got to be careful with that, but we will do it. And then Siamese to CDA. Alright, cool. So the whole plan was to do starts, and then the whole plan was to do your turn transfer skill, Sequence Bender, and then you can do Friends Are Strength, kill your own monster, he resurrects, but now you have triple damage because of that skill, right? Now you have triple damage, and then you can do your strong AoE skill and decimate everyone. So amazing, cool combos you can pull off with this monster for sure. But let's go back to PvP and drop some more trophies because there's so much to do. So that team has a team speed holder. Again, phenomenal. Just turn transferring, deactivating cooldowns on your main deny monster. Let's run in 3 speed. I can probably just go all baby. Again, if you're doing all speed, you run team speed on your allies. So Siamese I can't do, but we'll do on Dana. We'll do this. And then you can just run a torture dealer, honestly. You don't need anyone fancy, anything crazy. You can run a torture dealer. Or you can run more deny. Ooh, you know what? Let's try the mechanic of doing... time we have more team speeds. Let's do a mechanic of... Let's try the death countdown. Let's see if we can pull it off. The only issue is that you're really gonna have to try to find... Applies 3 turn to all enemies. You're gonna have to try to find... Sequence Bender. Maybe you don't need Sequence Bender. We'll do time. No, but in case there's a Megaton base, I gotta count for everything. So we'll get rid of the... We'll get rid of events. We're gonna have to try to find a base that doesn't have Megaton ideally, but we'll see if we can pull it off. Alright, let's do this. Let's just see how much we can stall activating cooldowns and transforming into baby and all of that fun stuff. Alright, Guide Daigo and give you team speed. And let's do this. And relics just to be consistent. So let's give you a Jazzy Mask. Awesome. So boom, boom, boom. We are good. We are going first. We're gonna win with dots. We're just gonna apply a bunch of dots, or we're gonna win with transforming them into a baby. But again, those Megaton bases are annoying, and this is why. Oh, in this case, I am so fast that I would go twice. But what I would do is turn transfer. These are like not 150s, only Nord's 150. So here is where I will just do splatter. All right. And then I'm just going to recharge. I'm going to pretend I wasn't that crazy fast. I am going to do the Time Scourge. So 3 turn death countdown to everyone. Oh, it missed. No, it missed on data list. That's fine. Raw Drowning. So here's turn 1. All right. So he can cleanse it away. Darn it. Oh, man. See? Death countdown, guys. Not the way to go about it. Oh, but I got my ult. Your time has ended. Removes positive effects. Applies Curse, Mega Stun, and 3 turn death countdown. That is fun that I got that ult. So watch him turn the game around. Watch him turn the game around by himself. It's gonna be crazy here. I don't want to win this, so let me just recharge. All right, so they are never gonna have stamina. That's the funny thing. So 1 turn left, but they have Curse. Notice how they have no stamina whatsoever, right? And I can still turn them into a baby if I want to. We're just gonna recharge. This monster literally won the game by himself. All right, check this out. Recharge. He's dead, because no stamina to do anything. And then he's dead, because no stamina to do anything. And then all I have to do is recharge, and Nor would die. Oh my gosh, this monster is insane. He won the game by himself. Okay, let's try it again. That was too funny. That was too funny. The alt is ridiculous. All right, here we go. This makes sense. All right, I am gonna go ahead and do Time Scourge, right? Oh, what the heck? Who blocks it? Do you block it? I'm immune to death countdown. Ah, you block it. All right, that's fine. I can win with dots. I can win with more ways. So let's do this. You're a baby now. You have curse. So this is going to be a dot battle. I am just going to recharge because there's nothing to do. So just with dots and denial, it'll work out. I am going to time to rage. So single CDA. All right, let's speed that up. Can't do anything, so I will just recharge. All right, Lonrad gets a turn in. Nor gets a turn in. All right, I am going to do Era Traveler or Sequence Bender. Let's go Sequence Bender. All right, Miseris can't do anything. I'm going to go CDA across the board. I'm going to go Raw Drowning. So just immobilizing. So a triple denier team even works out as well, especially triple denying and dots. So watch, they have no stamina. Time Scourge again won't do anything. I can just recharge. All right, so dots and then, you know, Quicksand. So now they have 3 dots and then one of them being cursed, being mighty powerful. And then check this out. So recharge on him because he was hit with CDA. I can turn them all into a baby again if I want to. No need to do that. Let me just single CDA. So Nora can only do Endless Endurance. And then you, the Master, that's fine. Let me turn transfer for fun. Let me do just some more damage. Let me Water Swirl. So yeah, just stopping them essentially from doing anything. Here, let me just recharge. Let me make sure CDA. So Lonrad's gonna die. Resurrects Miseris, the Master again. Alright, it's me against the world again. Age Oversee, and honestly they would die at this point. I want to make sure. Alright, recharge, Miseris dies. Do you have revival? He already wasted revival, so I exit out. I mean, I can do endless battles. I can keep going with this monster 100%. He's worth investing Amber in. Let's go with a regular team. I think I've dropped enough trophies to where the enemies aren't going to be tough anymore. But we'll try another one. So yeah, Death Countdown, not a fan of it. Could you pull it off? Of course you can pull it off with the monster being super fast and everything. And it does somewhat counter extra turners. But I think for the most part, just the single removal is nice. And of course, events, if you're in a situation where the enemy is, you know what? I want to try. And we didn't really showcase an attacker. Let's do an attacker. I guess we tried with Kothor, right? And it didn't work out. Let's try it again. Bombeta, attacker, and then you. And the cool thing is, you could even run. Well, because I have Megaton, I can kind of slow him down. We'll just rely on turn transferring. We'll see how this battle goes. Yes, there's just so many combos. Depending on what you have on your arsenal, there's so many different combos you can pull off. Alright, fight. Turn 1, what do I do? Right, I can typically, I think deny is the best way to go about it. So we also have this, still dodge every monster, so I can single CDA, but I don't need to right now. I'm going to transform them into babies. So curse and babies. Oh, the reason he doesn't transform into a baby is because immune to control actually blocks baby reversion. So what am I going to do next? You know what? Let's give Kothor 2 turns. So, oh my gosh, that's so annoying. I keep forgetting. So never mind about giving him that. Let's do Blinding Punch and then recharge. And let's see if I can OTK him because I'm pretty strong. Bloody Consumption, I actually can. So bye-bye. Boom. Alright, no rest for the wicked. That was inevitable. Era Traveler, greater time select one enemy. So we need a single CDA. Yeah, CDA is going to be powerful. Just a single CDA on him, it works out. Let's kill Grakon with my single target attack. And then Careless Laceration. I mean, there's not... Yeah, there's nothing to say about him except he is... I think I can confidently say he is the most powerful Cosmic we have in the game. Again, 100% worth ranking up. I'm going to keep him around so I can do some friendly live battles so you guys can take him out. Whether it's speed, whether it's team speed, phenomenal monster. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you get the monster. I will be releasing a video to make sure you maximize the number of maze coins you get. You can look at my previous maze videos as well, but he's on a different planet. He's on a different universe. He is the Cosmic Era. Like, we have not seen a monster this powerful. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Again, a huge shout out to SocialPoint for giving me the chance to make this video. Any now thoughts about Lindworm, let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.